Hi, hello. Today's video, as you probably saw from the title, is going to be a little different from usual. It's going to be more of like a little sit-down chat video. I do more vlog style content. If you're new here, you haven't seen my face before. Also, forgive me if it looks like I'm reading off a script at any point in this video. That's because I am. I wanted to make sure that I got all my points across like accurately to you guys and not just end up repeating myself and contradicting myself. So I wrote this all down on a Google Doc a little bit earlier today, and I'm gonna read out for you what I wrote. Okay, I'm making this video for a couple of reasons. Number one, I just turned 19, so yay, happy birthday for me. My birthday trip vlog is coming out probably next week. I'm not quite too sure yet. Oh, hi Mimi. And then secondly, I've been seeing people recently on the internet, and honestly, for years now, this is not a new thing by any means, but a ton of people are like talking online about, oh, I'm 16, oh, I'm 17, I've never had a boyfriend, stuff like that. And I just kind of wanted to give my opinion on that whole topic as somebody who graduated high school 2 years ago, but literally is still 19 and has never dated anyone. So yeah. First of all, I would like to say that the conversation here is mostly coming from people who are younger than me, and I'm still super young. Like I keep saying I'm 19, my age literally still has the word teen in it. So even though I've been moved out for a year, I'm 3 years into college, like I'm still young, you are still young, and I know that there's a ton of pressure when you're in high school and college to start going on dates, to have your first kiss, to start experiencing things with other people. And I felt that exact same pressure when I was in high school, but I really don't anymore. I was just miserable in high school, and now I'm fine. So I just kind of wanted to give you guys my perspective on dating and being single and how that has changed over the past year or so. Number one, if the people you're dating are the most interesting thing about you, how interesting are you really? I have met so many girls and a couple boys who make their partner their entire personality. They constantly post about them on social media. They're always touching each other during class, lunch, after school, play practice, and they never want to hang out because it seems like they're too busy with their boyfriend, etc., etc. It seemed to me like I don't know anything about these people besides how completely obsessed they were with the person that they're dating. One of the girls I knew who was like this used to be my literal best friend. But to me, it seemed like as soon as she got a boyfriend, I was hearing less and less about her interests, how her classes were going, how her family was, and anything like that. It also became harder to talk to her, much less spend any time with her because she was always with him. And this is nothing against her boyfriend. He's like a super great guy. To be clear, they're still together today. I don't have anything against him. But I would watch her in class, for example, texting him constantly, but she had left me undelivered for multiple hours. To me, it felt like this girl was changing from my friend into somebody's girlfriend. It felt like she either couldn't or didn't want to be both. Whenever other people talked about her too, it was like always about how she was acting around her boyfriend rather than the last time they hung out together as friends, or something funny she had done in class the other day, or the performance she gave at last month's play. Everything was about her boyfriend. And to me, that feels like a really dull existence to have. I know I'm an interesting person, and I want everyone to know that about me and all the reasons that I'm interesting on my own before they know about me and think about me in terms of my boyfriend or whatever. I want to be me first, and I want everyone to know me for me and know how smart and funny and caring and charismatic and talented I am before they even think about my boyfriend. This leads me into my next point. Number two, if you are constantly seeking external validation, you will never really feel validated. A lot of the reason younger people want to date and why I wanted to date when I was in high school is to feel accepted and to feel like they belong. I felt like an outcast in high school because I had never gone on any dates. I didn't go on any dates until one in my senior year when I was 16 years old. And spoiler alert, I haven't been on a single date since. Okay, and what? I never had a boyfriend. I never went to dances with anyone. I didn't actually go to dances at all, but that's like a whole other thing. I went to my senior prom with a guy, and that's it. That's all. All of that stuff I wasn't experiencing, I wasn't a part of, I wasn't included in, and it made me feel really crappy. It made me feel really left out. I spent so much time trying to figure out what was wrong with me, when the truth was that literally nothing was. Nothing was wrong with me. I really wanted somebody to show interest in me because I didn't think that I was worth loving. I thought I was fat and ugly and unfunny and too shy for anyone to ever care about. I really just wanted to be proved wrong, and I didn't think that that would happen until somebody wanted to date me. I was looking in the wrong places. I see now that, like, first of all, it does not matter what you look like. Just because your 16-year-old classmates aren't interested in you, it doesn't mean that nobody will ever be interested in you. There are literally 8 billion people on the planet. You are someone's type. It's inevitable. It's also just so incredibly unlikely that you'll find your soulmate in your 800-person high school. That is such a small population of people. There's like whole other cities, states, countries even, that your husband or wife could be in. High school is not the end-all be-all, even when it feels like it. Secondly, and more importantly, you have to learn that people will leave you whether or not it's your fault, and you have to learn to still love yourself even if nobody ever does. You are the only person you are guaranteed to have forever. You're gonna spend your whole life with yourself. Would you not rather love yourself first and let other people find out what you have to offer than wait for some magical person to someday somehow prove to you that you deserve love? Because then what happens when that person has to move across the country for college, or they cheat on you, or they get a new job where they have to work the night shift, or their dog dies and they don't have the emotional availability to be with you anymore? Even if this person leaving isn't your fault, basing your worth off of their presence will leave you feeling like absolute crap when they're gone. You have to love yourself first. And with this point, I'm not even just talking about relationships. I'm talking about friendships. I have the most amazing friends in the world, and yeah, they've helped me to recognize my worth, but they don't prove my worth. If you base your worth off of how many friends you have, or what friends you have, how many boyfriends you've had, what boyfriends you've had, you are never going to feel validated. You are never going to love yourself truly. You have to see your own worth first. And frankly, I don't think it's fair to somebody else for you to get in a relationship with them and be insecure about yourself. How are you gonna love that person if you can't as RuPaul says, how in the hell are you gonna love somebody else if you can't even love yourself? That's not how she says it. I'm completely butchering that. Anyway. Number 3, why would you want to date just to date? In high school, I liked a couple of people, but they never really liked me back. And on the flip side, there were also a couple of people who liked me, but I didn't like them back, so I rejected them whenever they would ask me out. I used to think that maybe I should just lower my standards so I could be normal and date someone so I could fit in. Because, like, after rejecting like 3, 4, 5 people and still nobody's approaching me that I like, I'm like, dang, I'm really just passing up opportunities here. No. Do you realize how dumb that sounds? You should never lower your standards for anyone. Not for a boyfriend, not for a friend, not for a college or a job or a car or anyone. Do not let somebody into your life who you know from the start isn't exactly who or what you want them to be. I truly believe that I will be happier if at 35 years old, I've never dated anyone than if I were to have dated and broken up with 10 people. I don't want to be stuck reflecting back on years that I've lost in relationships that weren't meant for me. I also think, for what it's worth, the whole idea of trying to convince someone you like to like you back is a horrible idea. As somebody who's tried that many times in the past, I don't think a relationship where you have to spend months of your time begging someone to like you back is ever going to be set up for success. You can't make someone like you. I'm sorry, you literally can't. Number 4, just because nobody has asked you out doesn't mean nobody's interested in you. For anyone who's worried about being alone forever because nobody has asked them out, you need to remember that people who like you don't owe it to you to tell you. Do you tell everyone that you're attracted to that you like them? I sure don't. People have any number of reasons for not telling you that they like you. Maybe they do a sport and they have a job and they're taking 5 AP classes so they know that they don't have the time to be a good partner to you right now. Maybe they're not sure that they're ready to commit to a relationship with somebody. Maybe they have strict parents and they're not allowed to date until they're 30. Maybe they just don't like their family and they don't want to date somebody because they don't want to have to eventually bring them home to meet their parents because they don't want their parents to scare them off. Like, there's literally any number of reasons. Those are just like 4 that I could come up with, but there's so many. There's literally like thousands of possible reasons that a person could like you and feel attracted to you and still not want to date you. You don't know what's going on in somebody else's life. You can't read somebody else's mind. And frankly, it's just super unfair to them and to you to assume that nobody likes you because nobody has asked you out. Also, again, like I said before, it's literally fine if nobody in your high school likes you. First of all, teenagers are incredibly stupid and shallow, and even if you are a teenager, I'm not trying to insult you here, but just like think about the way that you talk with your friends about other people. If you're upset that other people are talking about you that way behind your back, just like recognize that it's a universal experience. Like, teenagers are mean. Teenagers are insecure, which makes them mean. So if it feels like people are judging you for your weight or your skin texture or how shy you are or the way you dress or the way you talk, just please remember like how mean teenagers can be for literally no reason. High schoolers will find any reason to make fun of you. You could literally be the most gorgeous. You could literally be Megan Fox and they'll find a reason to make fun of you because that's what high schoolers do. Again, they are so insecure and they will do anything to make themselves feel better, including putting other people down. I don't want to discredit the fact that it definitely sucks while you're in it. I was never like directly bullied in high school, but again, like this whole feeling of like nobody liking me, I found so many reasons in myself to blame that on. I was like, oh, I weigh too much. Oh, they don't like me because I have acne. They don't like me because I don't talk enough. Like, I do know that it sucks while you're in it, but you have to remember that this is not how the real world works, and there are so many different people out there who will have incredibly different opinions of you. Not everyone is for everyone, and that's okay. You can't please everyone all of the time. I think it's a quote by Abraham Lincoln, and it's like, you can please all of the people some of the time, and you can please some of the people all of the time, but you can't please all of the people all of the time. Just because nobody in your high school of a couple thousand people or less shows interest in you, it doesn't mean nobody ever will. So in conclusion, the reason I don't really care about dating anymore is because I feel secure in myself, and I value myself too much to waste my time and attention on just any old person who crosses my path. I know that self-acceptance is a really, really, really hard journey, especially when you're young and insecure, and especially now in the age of social media, where everyone's life is so highly filtered, but their opinions in the comment sections aren't. But it's a worthwhile journey nonetheless. It really, truly is gonna be okay if you never date anyone ever. And I'm not saying that should necessarily be your outlook, because like, yes, of course, I want to get married and have kids someday. So I'm not like, oh, I'm gonna be completely fine if I never get in any relationship ever. That's not really what I'm saying here. But I want you guys to consider like how young you are and how much of your life you have left to live and to experience love in all of its forms. I think there's also something to be said for trusting in divine timing, whatever that is for you, whether it's God's timing or the universe's timing or the correct alignment of the stars, whatever you believe in, I still really urge you to consider the fact that you can't have everything in your life all at once. Sometimes the blessing that come to you will not be the ones that you're necessarily asking for in the moment. Maybe instead of a boyfriend, you'll get a new job or internship that you really wanted. Or maybe it's that instead of going to your dream college, you get the privilege to move in with your best friend by staying in state. I can make a whole other video on that topic if you want, but ultimately I just want you all to know that good things can take time, and that just because you don't have them right now doesn't mean they'll never come around. I think that's probably the second biggest takeaway from this video, is to just focus less on instant gratification and the present moment as much as we tend to. Obviously there's value for like appreciating the present, but I'm saying don't fixate on the present. The same way you shouldn't fixate on the past and the future. You should just like let yourself live and experience life, but remember that the current moment is not the only moment, if that makes any sense. Patience is a virtue, and it's a really hard one to learn, but it will serve you in all aspects of your life once you learn it. So yeah, love yourself and be patient. That's kind of the TLDR for this video. I really hope you guys enjoyed. I know this was a short video and also not my typical kind of video, but I will be back next week with more of my typical content, hopefully a little less serious than this one. I have some pretty fun stuff in the works for you guys. I'm trying to post on Sundays. That didn't really happen this week. I'm still trying to figure it out with like my work and everything, and I also want to like make a sustainable schedule for when I go back to school, because I don't want to like ghost you guys for 5 months again. But yeah, I'll have a video for you soon. I'm working on a couple different ones right now, so subscribe if you want to stick around, like the video if you found it helpful at all, and comment what you want to see from me in the future. I'd love to do more sit down little chats if you guys are interested in that, so just let me know. But until then, I hope you all have a good rest of your day, and I will see you next time. Bye.